One of the ways to clean your silver jewelry, even your brass and copper jewelry, is with Dawn dish soap. Just the regular blue original scent dishwashing soap. We don't really know what's in it. It is a dishwashing soap and not a detergent. You could try other soaps that you use to wash your dishes, but be sure it's not a type of detergent. From everything I've heard, the blue is the best. My guess is that it probably does not have some of the chemicals and fragrances that cause damage to your jewelry that some of the others might. So the first way we're going to try to clean our jewelry is with the Dawn dish soap. Now I have some in this little squirt bottle to make it handy so I don't have to constantly pick up that large bottle. These are some earrings. They are Argentium, but I left them in a very humid room and I haven't worn them or touched them. Even though Argentium does not tarnish the same way as other silvers do, or sterling silver, let me put it that way, left alone, not worn, and in the right conditions, it will tarnish. Now you can take an old toothbrush and put a little bit of Dawn on it, and you can give it a scrub. This will help it considerably. Now the less tarnished it is, the better. So if you did this every time, just gently every time that you wore your jewelry, you would keep the tarnish away. This one has been hanging up for months and months and months. And you can see it's starting to take that tarnish off. Now, one thing that I like to do, and this is not a brass welding brush. This is a very soft, just like hair, but it is brass. And that's an instant remover right there. Just absolutely instant. Now, not everybody has a brass brush, but they're very economical. And if you wanted a brass brush, I'd be more than happy to order you one at my cost. And that's just an instantaneous tarnish remover. Keeps the shine. You don't have to scrub it hard, just gently. The soap causes the brass bristles to glide across the surface. When I'm doing my earrings, I put the ear wires in the crevice of my fingers where they're joined together to keep them from bending. You can see there that the brass brush, I think this brass brush is $8. So if that's something that you would like me to order, there will be shipping, of course, and I would have to check on that. But just send me an email or a text to let me know. Now here's a chain that I have, and it's tarnished, so I'm going to put some Dawn on it, and it's getting a little hot. With my chains, I literally just scrub them like dirty laundry. This has a similar action as the brass brush because the chain links are burnishing against each other. And you can see how you can see the shine come back. If your chain was put together well, as most chains are, this isn't going to hurt them. This chain was left a long time. Again, I haven't worn it. I haven't touched it. I had the window to my studio open and the water sprinklers sprinkled and the heat increased, and we had very high humidity in here. If I had done this every time I had got ready to wear it, I wouldn't have had to do that, but just an instant. And I do that for the things that I wore. I just haven't worn this one in a very long time. So again, I'm going to put a little more on there. Let me get it in there really good. I'm just going to scrub. Change it from end to end, so I'll make sure I get all the pieces scrubbed. And you can see how pretty it is all over again. Now again, like I said, if you were doing this in between your wearings, you would have to do it maybe just like that a couple times and you'd be done. So that is 2 ways in here with the water, the toothbrush, the brass brush, and now we'll go into the other room and I'll show you a few other methods. Another product that's great for Argentium silver are the Goddard's silver polishing cloths. That's another item. I can sell them to you at my cost. I think they're $6.50 a box. I'll have to check on that. And then of course there would be shipping. Or you can just Google and Amazon will turn up one. They have thiol in them, and thiol is a great protectant for Argentium silver. It also comes in a liquid, but I have found that I really like the cloth better. I've got a cuff here, and you can see that it's hung up there again with that bracelet, and it's tarnished. And all you have to do is just rub this on it. Again, if you do this before the tarnish increases significantly, then it's so much easier. And you can see just a few swipes removes that. Now you can't use this on chains. It's incredibly difficult to get in all the nooks and crannies. I did want to lay out here the one that I had washed in there, just scrubbed with my hands and the Dawn soap next to this one. You can see sometimes when you're doing it you can't quite see the difference, but you can see the difference now. How much difference just scrubbing it with your hands. Now even if you have the tiny little neck chains, the Rolo chains that I include with a lot of my pendants, I do those the same way. You just give it a good scrub and off you go. Here is a pendant. It has begun to tarnish a little bit. I can do the same thing with the Goddard's cloth. Just come in here. You can see how that little center starfish just immediately starts to shine again. It is pure silver. You can see half and half. Here's the tarnish. Here's where I've polished. And just like that, it's all clean again. So those are this is a great simple way. It's easy to keep. I've had this one for a very long time, and doesn't seem to wear out. Will last for forever and a day. Now let's say you've got a piece or some pieces that are incredibly tarnished. This one has got some deep recesses. It's a little challenging. I do have Midas Silver Tarnish Off. Now this is very caustic. It is can be very, very hazardous if not handled correctly. If you have some pieces, sterling included, that you just can't seem to get as shiny as you would like, you can bring them to me and I will clean them up for you. If I can't get them completely clean using these methods, then I can try this as well. Or again, you can order this. Now, excuse me, I went away to grab a piece of copper, or brass actually, to dip this in. I have a piece of plastic under here, and I have the towel there, and you can see almost instantly. I don't even take this all the way off to kind of give it a seal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it with this link, and you can see the chain, and just like that the tarnish comes off. I'm going to pick it up on this end. You don't want to leave it in there very long. It does eat. Same thing on this. You can see it still has some tarnish. So I'm going to very carefully hold it with one end, dip it in there. And you can see how it has taken the tarnish right off. Again, it's a very caustic method and a last resort. Here is one of those little tarnished earrings, and you can see that it takes it off quickly. I believe that one had a patina on it. Now I'm going to show you, you do not want to use this too much with items with patina. This little starfish has a patina, so if I'm to put that in there, it's going to start to eat away at the patina. Actually, it didn't. It must be the kind of patina. But it did clean it up very well. Now, immediately, I want to go in there and I want to rinse these. So, when I'm normally using this product, I am doing it in there at the sink. And then as soon as I have dipped it, I rinse them. And then you can see there. I'm very surprised by that patina staying on there, because the other day I dipped something with a patina and it immediately came off. So sometimes you never know. There are lots of different brands of patina out there. It also may be how long the patina has been on the piece. So I'm going to put this on my blog today. And if you have any questions, or if you would like to order a brass brush or a Goddard's cloth, let me know. I could even order you some of this silver dip. Not every silver dip, let me caution you. If you Google just any silver dip that is used for silverware and that type of thing, please don't just order those. Some of them are very damaging to your jewelry. So if you want to dip, I can check the price on this and order this for you. But you can Google Goddard's cloths. They're wonderful to use, and they're easy for chains. Now what I'll do on this one is I'll go ahead and rinse it in there, but I will also scrub it again, because you'll notice it doesn't have quite the high shine. Even though it's cleaned up and the tarnish is removed, scrubbing it burnishes the links together and creates a high shine. So I will go in there and I will rinse all of these. Honestly, the truth of the matter is, my favorite method of cleaning jewelry is with the soft bristle brass brush and Dawn. And with my chains, I scrub them. If it's the tiny little Rolo chains, and I absolutely cannot get inside of the little tiny links, I will, as a last resort, dip them and then rinse them. So I hope that helps you with keeping your jewelry. If it's not tarnished and it's just dirty, by all means get an old toothbrush, the Dawn dish soap, and scrub it. It is safe for any of your jewelry. If you have any questions, just let me know. And again, if you want to order anything or if you want to know where to get anything, just let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye. One thing I wanted to also tell you about, you can also get the Goddard's dip. Now, I haven't found it very successful in cleaning the jewelry. You can, however, dip it. It does come in a little basket. You can put your little pieces in there. If you're using this to remove the tarnish, it is not like the dip I showed you previously. You have to dip it in this and then take a soft cloth and use the cloth to wipe away the tarnish. But one thing I have found that I like to do is once I have completely cleaned the pieces, so you can see this one is completely cleaned. Because like the cloths, it has thiol in it, I like to dip them in it thoroughly, and then without touching them, I'll pick it up, and then I will hang it to dry. It will drip and it will not leave a water spot. Now if you lay it down and it puddles on top, it will leave a water spot. But if you just do it like that, it'll drip dry and it will not have a water spot. What this does is it leaves thiol on the piece and it will help resist tarnish. Another thing I wanted to show you are these bangles. Now these bangles aren't tarnished at all. I use them all the time. I wear them almost every single day. I have not cleaned them. I simply wear them. And when I wear them, I touch them. That in and of itself is enough to keep them clean. When they're on my arm, you know, I play with them, I fiddle with them when I'm not thinking about it. And sometimes when I am thinking about it, I just simply take my finger and brush it across there. So the best tarnish resistance, in my opinion, is to wear your jewelry, wear it often, and touch it, feel it, handle it. And it should stay as beautiful as these are. I have another piece in here. I will touch it by the ear post. And we'll hang it on this little wire, bend it, and hang it to dry. I hope that helps as well. Thanks.